Hello and welcome to Chapter 315 of the DC Alliance podcast. With me, as always, is Joe. Joe, how you doing today?
Not too shabby. Tired. Day 4 of a 6-day work week, and uh, just
I
ready
feel
to
ya.
ready to. I actually the thing is I got Monday off, so I still have a weekend, but I'm just so tired.
I feel ya. I'm not going to get to see Spider-Man until Monday. We were talking before this, and Allison was like, "Why don't you go after you're done your podcast?" And I was like, "I'd probably fall asleep in the movie. Maybe not, but I'd be extremely tired tomorrow, and I have my
Yeah,
son all day tomorrow. So, uh, yeah, I don't
Y-
think I'll get to see it till Monday."
yeah. If I could have, I would have gone to go see Spider Man before this, but it was just packed. Spider Man is just packed up until all weekend. So
Oh, it's going to be a huge hit.
oh yeah,
It's going to be. I can't wait to see it. I always feel good coming out of a Spider-Man movie, and that's why we're doing this tonight because us and Marvel Alliance have switched nights where they're covering the movie. They're watching the movie tonight if they didn't get the special preview last night, or knowing David and Chris the way I do, they probably get two viewings in before they do their review.
I do believe David is in theaters right now
Yeah,
watching the for the second time.
it's the second time. So um, yeah, I can't wait to see it, and I'm looking forward to their review. Their review will be live tomorrow night, so that's why we're doing this tonight. We have some things to talk about, though. The Lanterns trailer came out on Friday, and we did our uh, episode on Thursday. So we have Lanterns trailer, My Adventure with Superman, and just a couple news notes. So it's a pretty short episode. I'll get the network plugs out of the way, and then we'll jump into things. So we are part of the Geek Ultimate Alliance with 6 shows in total. On Mondays it's Ranger Alliance, on Tuesdays is a Walk Through the Multiverse, on Wednesdays it's the Animation Nation, on Thursdays is Star Wars Alliance, on Fridays is Marvel Alliance, on Saturdays is DC Alliance. Star Wars Alliance goes live on the Geekverse YouTube channel Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Marvel Alliance goes live Thursdays at 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time. And DC Alliance goes live Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All three of those shows also join podcast feed. Search DC Alliance, Marvel Alliance, and Star Wars Alliance. Just want DC content, Marvel content, or Star Wars content only. If you want all 6 shows on the GUA Podcast Network, stay subscribed to the GUA on your podcast app of choice. We also have a Patreon, 2 tiers, $1 tier, and a $5 tier. $1 tier is basically a tip jar like we're doing. You want to help us out any way you can. And $5 tier where you get your extras, get your ad-free episodes, early access episodes, and Patreon exclusive episodes. We thank everyone that's a patron. If you're not a patron, you take a quick 30, 60 seconds rate and review the podcast on your podcast app of choice. It's always greatly appreciated. It helps our beautiful fun shows, and that's always a good thing. Okay, Joe, so we're going to jump into this Lanterns trailer because I could not be more excited about this. I absolutely loved it, and a lot of people have seen this trailer because we'll get into the numbers after this, but let me share my screen here first and load up this fantastic trailer. And I do love how right off the bat we get John throwing water over Hal.
Right on the water. Yep.
It's time to get up, Junior. This is awesome. And again, we get to see a lot more here in this trailer too. They're investigating, and there's a bit we get to see a bit more of the adversarial nature of their relationship because one
Right.
is succeeding the other one,
Yeah, they're
and
just butting heads right here at the beginning too. It's great.
yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit more after the trailer. Just my little take on it that I enjoy about this. So yeah, this is a very fun scene where he asks him to fly, and he does the same thing that Hal did before when he was flying, and he just creates a bird. So yeah,
And
backup
that
quarterback.
construct looked good too. It looked really good.
Yeah, it did look fantastic. I do like how she was calling John the backup quarterback too. That's definitely going to foster a
Oh
bit of
yeah,
animosity.
right in the beginning.
And yeah, they're investigating. I really hope Hal's not in just one episode though. I'm really crossing my fingers that's not the
I'm
case.
not gonna be there to say yes or no, but
I'm
I
just
think I
really
said
enjoying this
before I
take.
said
So
one, but
yeah, you did say one too, and I kind of
I
scoffed at
said
you.
one or
Now all the
two, but I
reports
can't.
are.
Yeah.
I kind of convinced you not. No, and there's
We'll
a
see.
lot of different players here, and we knew nothing about the Manhunters before we saw a bit of this scene. Uh, yeah, we didn't know anything about the Manhunters. My knowledge of them is very limited to the Justice League animated series
I
two-parter where they frame Green Lantern for destroying a world. John Stewart
I
Green Lantern.
I was going to ask about that because this was our first mention of Manhunters, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm not thinking
Nope, they
that it
didn't
was
mention it
brought up
before.
before. Okay,
No.
when they said Manhunters, I'm like, oh snap! Like that is a big reveal.
Yeah.
I've got I've read the comics. I know more about Manhunters. Obviously, I know more about Manhunters than you do. They
Yeah.
were a powerhouse. They were actually the first beings that the Guardians created before the
Yeah. I know the
Green Lanterns.
backstory. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting to see how they play out in in the show here.
Yeah, how they're going to use them because it seems like it's something that Hal doesn't want to talk about at all. And yeah, we see them here. That's why I feel like we see them together so much that I don't know if they can fit that in just one episode.
Well, it
Uh,
depends. I mean, the rumor is the episode's an hour and a half long, so
uh, and yeah, this is the Manhunter right here.
yeah, like
And
that's gonna be cool.
some people are saying this is John and his mom in the
Oh,
flashback because his
interesting.
mom and dad were cast.
Okay.
So yeah, and they're like he can be anyone the Manhunter can. So anybody is a suspect here,
That was
and
great.
the
Oh, look,
VFX look
guy.
fantastic. And yeah, Guy's gonna be a lot different here from everything I read, and everything here looks
Looks
great.
so cool.
Laura Linney's supposed to be a guardian, and apparently
Oh,
guardian taking the form of human there.
interesting. Okay.
Uh, and yeah, like I said, everything here looks great, and this is one of the big things of the trailer where Hal talks to Sinestro, and yeah, Sinestro just gets right to him right away. And basically, he's your replacement, and they are having worries about Hal because he was trained by Sinestro. So yeah, everything here, I'm all in for all of this. I thought that construct looked great as well. Uh, we hear them say the theme, the obvious the theme of the Green
The
Lanterns.
oath. Yeah.
Yeah, the oath. Uh, and again, they're switching back and forth with the ring, which I like too. I wish both of them had a ring, but that was just a minor complaint. If you're going to do the story the way they're doing it, I can understand why. And yeah, him shooting off blasts. I thought this was kind of funny too, to be honest with you, where he
Yeah.
used the bottle opener.
I mean, I know the constructs are little, but they look good.
Really good. They look better than the film.
Yeah.
But that would,
That's not saying much. I mean, that film
that's not
was
saying much, no.
something.
But yeah, this was fantastic, and like I said, I'm really digging the adversarial relationship between the two of these because uh, he is kind of his replacement, and that's how he's feeling anyway here. And there are two ways to go with this, and even in the real world, like most of the time when you're new in your job, you start out with some older person who's had more experience. And if you're respectful and you do your job good, normally they take you under their wing and teach you all the tricks that they know. But if you're not respectful and you're combative, they can butt heads against you and even make your life a living hell. Like I've seen multiple different kinds of scenarios like that work out in the pre what I'm doing now accounting in
Yeah.
the skilled trade thing. I saw that happen so many times because some of those things like I didn't do it well, but some of the spray painting skills and that, like if you're really good, you can really teach somebody really well. But some people are arrogant and didn't want know the tricks, and then they wouldn't last very long. So yeah,
Don't know anybody like that.
yeah,
Know a few people like that. Anyway.
yeah. So yeah, it's just, and even I remember you telling me about someone you had to train on the line,
Oh yeah.
and it didn't last very long, and they're gone. And again, that's happened a few times. You said to
It's
me
just
over the years.
I mean, that's you can always tell the people
Mhm.
who will get it and the people who won't. Now the
Yeah.
thing is, obviously, we know with comics, John gets it. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
he's very arrogant in the beginning. It's just gonna take something
To
to like kick him in the ass to
yeah.
realize, hey, I actually have to step up. You
And
know?
there's some stuff I can learn from this guy, like a lot
Yeah.
more than what I think. Like because some of the tough stuff we've seen in the trailers, he has a pretty, I won't say disparaging view of Hal Jordan, but there are some things he says that, like, he's not like he looks up to him, being like, and there are a lot of things I listened to Phil Barker on the Vaca stream with Dave, and he was in SDCC, and they had like 8 clips for Lanterns, and he said every one of them was fantastic, and it's the thing that he's most looking forward to. And some of them was like the conversation with Sinestro and Hell was longer. Was a clip we saw. Whatever, like all the clips were from the trailers, so there wasn't anything new than what was from the trailers. Like it was just a couple minutes of what, like a scene you saw in the trailer, like when he goes in to interrogate that guy, or when he gets shot, when it's shootout in the bar. So there was a few like that. So
Yeah.
Again, they're not giving too much away. There's nothing about the back half of the story that anyone knows. So I'm all in on this. And 30 million people saw the trailer, Joe, since it's been
That's a
out.
lot. That's a crap
It's
ton.
most for any DC project. So
That's awesome.
in the DCU anyway. So
Yeah, we're
yeah.
what, like 3 weeks away, something like
Yep.
that. So
I'm super
Exciting.
excited for this. I can't wait, and we will definitely be reviewing it. Batman Caped Crusaders comes out
tomorrow.
tonight in the
Yeah.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We'll
we'll
cover
talk
next
about that a
week.
little bit next
Just
week. So,
First half, anyway.
yeah, and then we'll talk about the second half. That'll lead us into Lanterns. So, but that will jump. We'll take a little our only break potentially of the evening and talk about My Adventure with Superman. This is a little bit of a slow episode of My Adventure with Superman as well. Listeners were
It was a fun one, though.
It was a fun one, but listeners were in the Ad Support Network. We don't pick the ad or volume. We're going to do a quick 3 count, 2, adjust your volume, and we'll be right back in 3, 2, 1. And we're back. Okay, Joe, we got My Adventure with Superman here. Again, it was a slow episode compared to some of the other ones, but like you said, it was a really fun episode, and it's been a while since we've seen Mr. Mixer. So we've only seen him one other time, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, back in like beginning of season 2 or something like that. Maybe.
I think maybe season 1. I can't remember now.
End of season 1, beginning of season 2. It's been a hot minute. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll jump into this one because they got taken away in the last episode, and he's basically Dave Mxyzptlk and his wife are getting a divorce. Well, that's what they tell them, and they're competing for the same prize. They have a different version of all of the characters: Jimmy, Kara, Clark, and Lois. Not Clark. Yeah, sorry. Lex. And they're going up against each other in a number of games, competitions, really. And yeah, the first one goes quickly, and both of them win.
Yeah, and they're all trying to figure out they're still trying to figure out what's going on because it was just a race. And I did love how Mxyzptlk is just like, I mean, this is gonna be easy win for me. I've got Superman, and Clark's like, yeah, I'm not Superman anymore.
No,
I cry foul. I cry foul.
I don't have those powers. And he's like, no, that's not fair at all. And the other one's is General Lane for Lois. And Jimmy as a superhero. And
Flamebird.
Lex Luthor, it looks like he's still combined with Brainiac, but he's doing good. It's kind of like a crystal, and it looks like he got Brainiac crystal in his head, but he's like a good person.
Right.
So yeah, that is the team that they're up against.
Yeah, it's but they also have Kara, who is a little more of a jerk.
Yeah,
for the most
she's
part.
more of a conqueror. She's the more version that Brainiac wanted.
Right.
Yeah, like her to be, essentially. And he appeared in season 1. Joe, you were right.
Okay, no, you were right. I said season 2.
Oh, yeah, I think so. So yeah, he. And in the second challenge, they got to face their doppelgangers in a maze, essentially. And Clark and Jimmy team up with Luthor and that Jimmy.
Yeah, they're trying to find like pieces of a puzzle while the Loises and the Karas are trying to get to the top of this mountain or something to basically get the key. Obviously, it doesn't work out, but this is where both like our group figures out that Mixie and his wife save them before they can actually get eaten by the creatures or stop the creatures before they can get injured.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, something's off here.
They also figure out there too that the last Superman in
Mm-hmm.
uh,
The other
their
world.
universe too, when the Hunger Dogs invade it, whatever those are.
Yeah.
I think they might be just universe specific because I don't think we've heard anything about those.
Doesn't
Uh,
mean it can't happen though in the
in
future.
You're right, and like you said, they end up getting saved, and they're starting to like think about like why like this is not adding up.
Yep.
But they're thrust into another competition right away, where that's the maze where they got to choose the one true path.
Yeah.
And Clark basically is having a little bit of existential like worries over losing his powers and can't keep anyone safe. And Lois is haunted by all the different versions of herself that she sees Superman dying and so many of them. And Kara, same thing, thinks she's going to be controlled by Brainiac and be what he wants to be.
Mm-hmm.
But Jimmy just basically saying he need to be a better friend and better person, kind of.
Basically, he needs to change.
Yeah, he needs to change, and that kind of kicks Kara. Like she shatters out, and then the same thing. She gets the globe, and they win that one as well. But
Yeah.
before the final challenge, they're like, yeah, they figure everything out.
Well, and Clark really figures it out because he had
Yeah,
seen the. Well, they had kept that. They saw the creature, some being like frozen,
yeah,
and it was like, well, "Who's that guy? What's going on here? Why are you guys doing this?" Clark saw like the sands falling, and he pieced it all together.
and then when they
That
transport it back before that last challenge, he went up and said, like, we're not doing this,
yeah,
and chatted with him for a bit to run out the clock.
yep,
And the clock ran out, and they weren't able to get. Apparently, they want to get the book. Well, no, that the Cosmic Anvil to rewrite uh, their worlds, like all
yeah.
worlds, and they gave both teams the opportunity to do that. But Clark stood up and made a big speech saying that he shouldn't.
Yeah, well, and
And
basically just tricked Mixie. He
well,
like because that's what he always does.
but I even enjoyed the Lex was like, yeah, if I didn't listen to Clark once, and it like our world went to crap, so I'm definitely listening to
Well,
it this time.
well, the way he said he didn't listen to Superman. Like
Superman,
I
yeah.
don't know who you are. And then Clark takes the glasses off and looks at him, and Lois moves the hair around. Like, wait, what? You
And
all knew this?
yeah. Am I the only one? I laughed at that as well.
Yeah, it was great.
So yeah, they get back to their universe, and then next morning, Clark and Lois are running back, like having a jog. Both of them got up early to jog, and then John returns from the past. Looks like with his sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't have too happy of faces on them this time.
No.
No, so
Well,
uh,
because last time we saw John, he was being captured by what looked like that Lex, actually.
yeah, but not a smile on his face,
No.
Lex. Uh, and what was the
What was the what?
uh, I'm trying to think what was the preview that I saw.
Oh, I didn't see the previous. I don't know.
Yeah, Lex is making his. He shows Amanda Waller uh, and Slade. He has surgery on his head of this eradicator that he's making,
Oh, okay.
and what I think just from looking at it is that could potentially be the Doomsday at the end of the season.
Mm.
Because they said they're doing Death of Superman and just their take on it. So I still feel like we could see Doomsday down the line of this season.
All right.
And yeah, so we'll see. I think things are going to pick up now towards the end of the season. I will say one thing. Yes, I'm glad that Clark has come to terms with not having powers and has found himself useful. Can we please get him powers now that he learned that lesson?
I
Like
mean,
I love having I love him having powers, and I'm okay now. He's learned a lesson that he's still useful without powers. So the only appropriate thing now is give him his powers back because he
he's
learned
only
that
had
lesson.
powers, no powers for 2 episodes. I mean, come on.
He's learned a lesson, Joe. What
I
is the thing that
didn't say he
happens?
didn't.
He learned a lesson, so things are supposed to change. Also, get your butt up to the Fortress of Solitude, please. Like,
Right.
come on.
I mean,
Like,
that's how you get it and get your powers back.
maybe go and check after everything that's happened in the last couple episodes. Like, especially when you're taking care of those kids and having hallucinations and hearing voices. So maybe you go and you get your powers back now. So because I really quite enjoy seeing that Superman in action and
Right.
the way he's animated and all that. It's selfish, of course, but
We
I gotta
are.
give him props too for holding it this long.
Oh, yeah, right. We still haven't heard anything about season 4 yet, right?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so. But I
God,
after
fingers crossed, man. I hope so.
I don't think they're not going to do it after doing this and then doing My Adventures with Green Lantern too. I don't see
Right,
them
since that
not
one's coming
doing
out.
one more
Yeah,
season. Yeah, like I feel like they'll do at least one more season of this.
because they could pull even a crossover if they really wanted to.
Yeah, they really could. So, yeah, that wraps up that episode, Joe. We have a couple small little news things here, and then we'll get out of here fairly early this evening. Uh, Apparently, there's been a lot of rumors that Batman for the DCU has already been cast, and
By
James
Alan
Gunn,
Richardson.
no, by John Campia, saying he
Oh,
knows who was casted, and James Gunn said debunked for that. Someone
gee,
said, "Can
go
you
figure.
debunk this?" Yeah, shock John Campia. Now, in saying that, he Gunn also doesn't have the greatest track record. I got to be of two sides here because of Maxima, where he said the girl that's playing Maxima or supposedly playing Maxima was not cast in Man of Tomorrow, and they actually were cast in Man of Tomorrow. So
Well, was it that she wasn't cast as Maxima? Because I keep hearing
no,
rumors
he
that
just said
she
none of these
wasn't.
people are cast.
Okay, because I
Yeah,
would say like she wasn't cast as Maxima, but she might be Wonder Woman.
yeah, but even if she is, he said none of these people have been casted for Man of Tomorrow. So
Okay.
that's all. I'm just gonna give the other side because
Well,
I'm
sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
defending him. But yeah, that he shot this down, and we got to take him at his word. So,
Right.
uh, and again, they might just have an offer out, and somebody hasn't accepted it yet. And the final thing here uh, for tonight, which is something that makes me very happy because this is one of my favorite things about the Batman Part One. Michael Giacchino, who composed the score for the Batman, and I love the score for that film was fantastic. I don't think there's a world where Matt Reeves would allow me not to be involved. He and I are such good friends. I love working with Matt more than anybody. He's the greatest, and Matt Reeves shared this with some bat symbols. So it looks like he's still going to be the composer uh, for the Batman Part Two, and
Good.
that makes me very happy because I want all the people that were involved in the Batman to be in the Batman Part Two.
Yeah. Very exciting.
Yeah, the score was fantastic, and again, I'm super excited. There wasn't a whole lot else came out of SDCC. There was a panel for Clayface, but they didn't do much besides talk about the trailer. It wasn't a whole lot else revealed. They can't, so that was pretty
Not this
quiet.
close. Yeah.
There was a showing of Batman Nightfall, but there has been no I haven't seen much about that.
September for that one.
August, they're
Oh,
doing it again,
August.
Joe. August 25th digitally
Okay.
and September something
Physically.
physically, and they should not be doing that. Same thing as I know people are like, yay, they really like Supergirl is released to buy digitally, but not on streaming platforms. It's already up everywhere on YouTube, all the scenes. So if you're being like,
Right.
yeah, we should hold this because more people will buy it, just let you know it's already all up there. So that's the kind of stuff that they're still a little bit backwards on in terms of once you release something digitally, it's going to land everywhere. Pieces of it to a point where nobody's going to want to buy your film most times.
Well.
Like Injustice, they released Injustice digitally, and every scene, every kill, everything was up on
Well,
YouTube.
I remember the last handful of DC digital or animated movies. They did that. They
Yeah,
released the digital, and then 3 weeks later they did the physical, and it just like you said, it was already everywhere. Like it didn't matter. I still bought them because I like physical copies,
yes.
but like,
But they
what was the point?
usually, I like if you're holding it, if you're releasing it for digital purchase, but not releasing it on your streaming platform, I feel like that's silly because I
Right.
don't think that's going to cut off as many people as you think for buying it straight up. That's not going to happen as much as. So, yeah, I just thought it was I still think it's a silly practice. And especially when you own a streaming platform, you should be trying to get it up on there as
Well,
well
and the funny
because,
thing was, I think the first couple they did it same day for
yeah,
both. Like I don't
yeah.
know why they went to the
Nah,
staggered release.
my only logic, Joe, for this one is because of it was not a successful box office, and they're trying to glean as much money as possible off of like the film. That's for Supergirl. That's the only logic for that one. But
What
again,
about Batman though? Yeah,
for
the
their
animated
animated
stuff.
stuff, I don't understand.
I
So
don't know. There's just
anyway, I'm excited to talk about that film, and we got a lot of stuff
Same.
to talk about in the coming weeks. We'll talk about the first 5 episodes of Batman Cape Crusaders next week, and my adventure with Superman as well, and anything else that comes up. We have Lanterns in a couple weeks as well. So, Joe, we'll both get out of here now and try and watch Spider-Man in the next few days, I guess.
We'll get there. You guys should stick around though in next couple hours and go watch. Yes, actually,
is it tonight?
I guess it's tonight. I was wrong. I thought it was tomorrow.
Oh,
But David in the chat said that they're gonna be going like later tonight, but they're gonna be going tonight.
okay.
So stick around in the YouTube channel and watch more of our lives tonight.
Yeah,
As they talk about Spider-Man. What's it called? A Brand New Day.
brand
Wow.
new day.
Whew, my brain is melted.
Yeah, well, so that'll be something that I get to listen to on the back end. But yeah, like Joe said, check out Marvel Alliance tonight as they talk about the new Spider-Man film. We'll be back next week, listeners, with more DC goodness. Until then, see you, everyone.
Bye, y'all.